Hi everyone, and welcome back to 5 Minute Family Search. So to get started, I'm just going to start here on the main Google screen, and I'm going to go up to the search, and I'm going to put in familysearch.org. I've already been there before, so it's going to fill it in for me automatically, but it's just familysearch.org, and I hit enter, and it's going to bring me to this screen here. Now, as you go across, you're going to see that there's many areas that we can go into, and those are going to be things that we're going to talk about in other videos. What we are going to focus right now is signing in a free account. If you have worked in Family Search in the past, whether it's been recently or in the last few years, you can just go ahead and click sign in and put in your username and your password. The username and password is the same for Family Search that it would be for LDS.org. It's the same system, so you can use the same password for both places. If you don't have an account, you can come over here and click on free account, and it's going to take us to this page here that says tell us a little about yourself. And there's three different sections. We're on the first section, and we're going to go ahead and fill this out and set up a new account. Now, I obviously have an account. I've been working in this for a long time, so I'm going to set up an account for my son and get him into family history. We tend to start family history pretty young in our house. So I'm going to put in his name, Ammon Maxfield, and it liked it, so it gave me two little green check marks here. Now, next is username. If you look to the right, it says use one of the suggestions, and that would be right here. They're suggesting these for me. I'm actually just going to click on this one because it says Ammon Maxfield, and that is actually what I would have put in by myself. So his username will be that. If you want to create your own, you can do so. You just want to make sure that it contains a combination of letters and numbers with no spaces. And when you do create your own, I suggest you truly make it unique to yourself, because you will notice it's, at least I tend to forget my passwords. And so, like I said, I've been teaching for many years, and so I have a book that I carry around, because when I do help people, inevitably the first question they ask me after we get them set back up or set up and they go back into Family Search is they can't remember the username and password. So like I said, I have written it down so I can help people, but if you could go through and just write down your username and password and keep up with that, it'll make your life a little bit easier. So password, I'm going to put in something that Ammon would be able to remember. I know it's kind of long, but it'll be something that clicks for him, that he will be able to remember pretty quickly. And I'm going to click continue, and my passwords match up, and that's, if they didn't, you were going to get a red X there that says passwords don't match, but they do. So here is recovery. It's in the second folder, and you can put in an email address or a mobile phone number. I normally would use an email address because then I could save that email into a folder and have that to go back and look at later if I forget again. But seeing that he doesn't have an email, and if I put mine in, it's not going to think he's a new account, so I have to put in my cell phone number, and that way it'll just send me a text and let me know. So after hitting continue, it takes us to this screen, and it's the last one, and it says personal information. So this is his contact name, and it says everyone sees this. And that means whenever Ammon is in working on Family Search, if he makes any corrections or does anything, it will have his name there for people to know who did what. And so I'm just going to leave that. You can change it, but most people just leave it their first name and last name. And he is a male. He was born in the United States. His birthday, let me put that in. And we got there. Okay, when you come to this screen, this is something that you won't need to worry about if you're setting this up for yourself. But if you do have a child who is younger than 13, you do need to put in an email address. And that talks about that right there in the middle of the screen. So I'm just going to put in my email address, and that will send any information and stuff like that back to me. And I'm just going to click continue. Now here is the question, are you a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints? You need to click yes, because if you don't, you won't get the temple icon at the top of your screen when you log back into Family Search. People who are LDS and who are not LDS all use Family Search, but if you check that you're a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and you put in your membership number, then it will give you access to ordinance work. And that's what you definitely want to be able to access if you're trying to do this for temple work. So I am just going to enter in his membership number. And if you don't know your record, it says don't know your record number to verify that you're a member of the church, you can answer questions and that'll help you to get past that. And they'll help you to retrieve something to let them know that you are LDS. These captchas sometimes are hard to read, but I think it says sons. So we'll try that one. And this is having you just type that in so it knows that you're not a robot, that you're not just some machine trying to hack into the system. And you say create an account. And then to complete registration, you must activate your mobile phone for account recovery. Family Search sent a verification code to that number. And so I will check my text, and sure enough, there it is. Let me go ahead and get that and plug that in. We're getting to it. Okay, I paused you there for a minute because it did take a few minutes for that code to come over. It says it'll expire in 20 minutes. So I am just going to go ahead and type in that code, and I'm going to click verify. And then I'm going to say, okay, I'm done. And there you go. Now it has taken me back out to Family Search. And it has my name in here because I've been using it recently. But that is how you set up an account.